stop. Don't scroll. Don't minimize this video. Don't tell yourself, I'll watch this later. Because what if later never comes? What if this exact moment, right now, is the turning point your future self has been begging you not to ignore? Imagine it's December 2026. You're sitting alone. The year is ending, and you're forced to answer one brutal question. Did I grow, or did I repeat? Did I evolve, or did I make the same excuses again? Listen carefully. Years don't change people. Decisions do. Calendars don't build empires. Discipline does. And if you enter 2026 with the same mindset, the same habits, the same distractions, the same laziness, the same fear, then 2026 will look exactly like 2025, just with different numbers on the date. This is not just another motivational speech. This is a confrontation. Because deep down, you know the truth. You know you're capable of more. You know you wasted time. You know you broke promises to yourself. You know you said, I'll start tomorrow too many times. And tomorrow kept laughing at you. But here's the powerful part. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not finished. You are simply one disciplined decision away from a completely different life. The problem is not your talent. The problem is not your background. The problem is not your English level. The problem is identity. You are still operating from your old self, and you cannot build a new future with an outdated version of yourself. Most people try to change their goals. Few people change their identity. And identity is everything. If you see yourself as lazy, you will find comfort in procrastination. If you see yourself as unlucky, you will ignore opportunities. If you see yourself as weak, you will avoid challenges. Your brain is always trying to prove you right. So if you keep telling yourself, I'm bad at English, your brain will search for evidence to support that belief. But if you start saying, I am becoming confident in English every single day, your brain will begin adjusting behavior to match that identity. Words shape belief. Belief shapes action. Action shapes destiny. So the first transformation of 2026 is internal. Before you fix your money, before you fix your body, before you fix your career, fix your identity. Let go of the version of you that kept quitting. Forgive the version of you that lacked discipline. Release the version of you that was addicted to comfort. You don't need to hate your past self. You need to graduate from them. Because growth is not about shame. It's about awareness. Think about it. Every year you promise change. Every year you feel motivated in January. And every year by March, the fire slowly dies. Why? Because motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. You relied on feelings instead of systems. This year is different. This year you don't wait to feel ready. You move while scared. You act while uncertain. You build while doubting. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you create through repeated action. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody is coming to save you. No perfect opportunity. No magical person. No lucky moment. You either build the life you want, or you slowly accept the life you have. And comfort is dangerous. Comfort is addictive. Comfort whispers, relax. You deserve a break. But comfort never tells you the cost. The cost is regret. The cost is unrealized potential. The cost is watching other people live the life you once dreamed about. So ask yourself, how much longer will you negotiate with mediocrity? How much longer will you scroll instead of study? How much longer will you complain instead of commit? The version of you in December 2026 is watching you right now, and they are hoping you don't waste this year again. Imagine that future version of yourself, confident, fluent, strong, disciplined, calm, financially smarter, spiritually deeper, physically healthier. That version exists. But they are waiting for you to act like them before you become them. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards. Raise your standards, not dramatically, not unrealistically, but consistently. Decide that quitting is no longer an option. Decide that excuses are expired. Decide that distraction is the enemy. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you cast a vote for your future self. Every time you practice English instead of scrolling social media, you cast a vote. Every time you wake up early instead of snoozing the alarm, you cast a vote. Every time you control your emotions instead of reacting, you cast a vote. Identity is built through accumulated votes, and this year, you vote differently. This year, you become obsessed with progress, not perfection, progress, because perfection creates pressure. Progress creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. If you improve just 1% every single day, by the end of 2026, you won't recognize yourself. But here's what most people ignore. Growth is boring. Growth is repetitive. Growth is silent. It's not dramatic. It's not glamorous. It's showing up when nobody is clapping. It's studying when nobody is watching. It's practicing pronunciation when you feel embarrassed. It's choosing discipline when nobody would blame you for choosing comfort. That is where transformation lives. Not in hype, in habit. And yes, you will fail some days. Yes, you will feel tired. Yes, you will doubt yourself. But failure is not the opposite of growth. Quitting is. So don't aim for a perfect year. Aim for a committed year, a consistent year, a disciplined year. Because the real flex in 2026 will not be talking about your goals. It will be quietly achieving them. And remember this deeply. You are not trying to impress the world. You are trying to respect yourself. And self-respect is built when your actions match your promises. This is your year to close the gap between who you say you want to be and how you actually live. And it starts now. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next month. Now that you understand identity, let's talk about execution. Because dreams without structure become frustration, and potential without action becomes regret. If you truly want 2026 to be different, you must master 3 areas: skill, system, and spirituality. First, skill. In today's world, information is free, but mastery is rare. Stop trying to learn everything. Choose one high-value skill and go deep. Communication, English fluency, video editing, writing, coding, sales, digital marketing. Whatever aligns with your vision, choose one and commit for 90 days without distraction. Depth creates confidence. Confidence creates opportunity. Opportunity creates income. And income creates freedom. But skill requires discomfort. You will feel slow at first. You will feel confused. You will compare yourself to others. But remember, they were beginners too. The difference is they didn't stop. Practice daily, even when you don't feel motivated. Especially when you don't feel motivated. Consistency beats intensity every single time. A small daily effort compounds into massive long-term results. 10 focused minutes daily for a year is more powerful than 3 random hours once a month. Build a system. Fixed study time. Fixed practice time. Fixed review time. Protect it like an appointment with your future. And while building skill, improve your English intentionally. Think in English. Speak to yourself in English. Watch content in English. Write small paragraphs daily. Language is not learned by wishing. It is learned by immersion. Second, system. Most people rely on emotion. Winners rely on structure. Create non-negotiables, simple ones. Wake up at a consistent time. Move your body daily. Read at least 10 pages. Practice your skill for 30 minutes. Reflect before sleep. These small anchors stabilize your entire life. When chaos comes, and it will, your system keeps you grounded. Motivation will disappear some mornings. Discipline must replace it. You are not a machine. You will feel low sometimes. But low mood does not mean low standards. Show up anyway, even at 50% energy. A 50% effort is better than zero. And here is something powerful. Forgive yourself quickly. If you miss a day, don't miss two. If you fall, stand immediately. Shame wastes time. Correction builds strength. Third, spirituality. You can work hard, but without inner peace, success feels empty. Strength is not only physical or financial, it is spiritual. Pray, reflect, breathe. Trust divine timing. Sometimes delay is protection. Sometimes rejection is redirection. Sometimes silence is preparation. You don't see the full picture, but God does. Your responsibility is effort. The outcome is not fully in your control. So combine ambition with surrender. Work like everything depends on you. Pray like everything depends on Him. And understand this deeply. You are not competing with others. You are competing with your old self. Stop comparing timelines. Someone else's chapter 10 cannot be compared to your chapter 2. Stay in your lane. Build quietly. Improve silently. Let results speak loudly. The loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. Real power is calm. Real confidence is controlled. Real growth is invisible at first. Like a seed underground, your work may not be seen immediately, but roots are forming, strength is developing, character is building, and when the time comes, your results will rise naturally. So as 2026 moves forward, ask yourself daily, did I move one step forward today? Not 10, not dramatic, just one. Because one step daily equals 365 steps yearly. And that distance changes lives. Don't wait for a big breakthrough. Become disciplined enough to create small ones consistently. And finally, remember this. You are capable of more than your fear suggests. You are stronger than your excuses. You are smarter than your doubts. You are more prepared than you think. But preparation without action is wasted, so start imperfectly, start scared, start uncertain. Just start, because 1 year from now you will either thank yourself or you will wish you had started today. The choice is simple: comfort or growth, excuse or execution, average or exceptional. This is your year, not because it will be easy, not because it will be lucky, but because you decided you will not quit on yourself again. And that decision, made consistently, is powerful enough to change everything.